Hello, I'm Dimitri Williams. I'm the author of As a Mom Thinketh, A Mother's Guide to Unlimited Wealth, and I'm also the founder of Momios, which is Mom Executive Officers. And I'm here in Miami, Florida, meeting with an extraordinary entrepreneur named Lieberman-Wang. She's been a success in the business field and the entrepreneurship field, and I just wanted to ask her a few questions to help those moms out there who are looking for different alternatives to build wealth, especially to be able to spend time with their children. So, Lisa, given your exceptional background in the corporate world, why entrepreneurship?
Well, Del, it's really easy. Right now, the economy is kind of crazy. There's no such thing as job security. People are no longer seeing any jobs for 5 years, 10 years, or even 20 years. You know, today, if you have a job for 3 years, it's a long time. That's like tenure. So with everything going on in the economy, this just seems like the right thing for anybody to be doing, because in the best time, it's when a recession and things are going poorly, and it's the best time to start businesses. So for those people that take that opportunity, you find that this is the time to thrive. The other thing is that there is no job security, where my husband got laid off, where working for someone who's never proved that you can make more than the boss or the owner of the business. And if you really want to achieve success, think about it. People who always have it are the business owners. It's not the employee. So if you want to have what the business owner has, you need to be an entrepreneur.
And that is so true, Lisa. As a matter of fact, within the last 20 years, entrepreneurship has been the #1 way to wealth for women. And Lisa has done an exceptional job being an entrepreneur by utilizing the internet. She has wonderful internet success. Why an internet business, Lisa?
Who isn't on the internet today? Listen to the statistics out there. Facebook has 600 million users. 600 million. And that hasn't even tipped the iceberg. I mean, Twitter, LinkedIn, everybody's out there. And now it's no longer a second way of doing things. Our parents are doing it, the older generation, the younger generation grew up on it. And being in an internet business is where everybody is. Think about major corporations. Everybody's even advertising online because people are no longer going to the school. They're choosing to going to the magazines and everything. Malls have become museums. In Time magazine even had it, like the stores are closed because no one's going into the mall. So if everybody's online, it's where you should be.
And that is so true. And there are a lot of moms. And you're probably online, and if you're watching this, you're watching it online now. How is your business, which I found to be very mom-friendly, a mom-friendly business?
The best thing about my business, or any business online, is that it's online. So you don't have to worry about going out to work, travel time, kind of fitting everything else in, because when you're on the internet, you can actually work around your schedule. You can make it something that you do as you're doing. You can check in. You can leverage what's out there. Everybody's online 24/7 today. I mean, it's not any one time that the store's open. So you can actually build a business that will pay you when you're no longer working, when you're sleeping, when you're vacationing, different kinds of things. So for me, it's all about leverage. I want to work smarter, not harder. The internet lets you do that. You can actually have a presence of a huge business, even when you're a small business. And if you have the right vehicle and you have everything put in place, you actually can have a huge business for a minimum expense.
And the whole goal of being a mom entrepreneur is to be able to spend time with your family and still make the same income that you would make in the corporate world.
Or more.
That's right, which you have been able to do successfully. Now, I know you've worked with many moms, and you're a mentor to me as a mom. What has your experience been working with mothers?
Well, I found first I love working with moms because they're the best at time management, because they have to deal with everybody in the family, keep everybody going, so they can make more happen in a couple hours than most people would do in a week. The other thing is that, you know, moms, just based on the occupation alone, this is perfectly for, because it's working around what you're already doing. A lot of moms naturally are out even with the children and play dates and doing other things, and then they find time to do what they can. But if they had a job, they'd have to give up something. And usually they have the children staying with somebody, and somebody else is taking care of the kids instead of them. Or they want to be able to have the career, or they want to be able to have the adult conversation, but they don't want to give up raising their kids. So giving them the best of both worlds has been wonderful. I mean, I'm a grandma now, and I just can see the difference, and that was one of my goals with my husband, was to have a business where we can both be home to raise the kids. Like, I didn't want to be a one-parent home. I wanted to be two. I figured if I was going to be tortured, he should too. That was my thinking, right? So I think having something that you can actually make more choices and really create a family is nicer, and to be able to make more money. You can actually make more money part-time than most people make after going to school for 8 years as doctors, because you just have the right view.
And that's wonderful. My experience working with you, Lisa, as a very busy mom, is that you taught me how to implement a business in my mom's schedule. So I'm not really taking out a lot of extra time to what I would call buy myself a job, which I see a lot of moms do. They make that mistake and they end up working harder and not making any money, and it's really not mom friendly. But I found working with Lisa that she taught me and other moms in the internet business how to implement that into our mom's schedule. And the good thing about that is that we're creating some money so we can have some mommy time to ourselves without our children and us to do things about it.
You know, I just want to add one thing about that. What I found with a lot of moms still, which is the biggest challenge, is if they had a career before they became moms and they decided to step back, all of a sudden they become antiquated in the area of their field, and they want to go back to work, and instead of making $50,000 or $60,000 or $100,000 a year, they take a job at a lesser fee, just to have something so they can actually be home with the kids. So now you have people that are so capable of doing so much, working for less than their worth. How many people work for less than their worth? Everybody, right? It feels like that, unless you have your own business. And they're settling, just because they want to be able to have the best of both worlds, don't think they can. But you can, and there's been a lot of moms like that, where they go into a job, they're told they can get minimum wage or $10 an hour, and here we're corporate people who can't get what they used to have. So we need to have more options than that.
And that's true. I think moms do sell themselves short. And if you're reading my blog, you understand that I work with the thinking and putting moms back in success mode. Success doesn't mean you have to give up being a great mother. You can have them both. And what I found is entrepreneurship is the best avenue to be financially successful, have the family success you want, and also to be able to give back like most moms want to do. Now, if you're one of those moms who are looking for an avenue to be financially successful, whether it's just creating a little bit of extra money, maybe to help the children's college in the future, to invest, or if you're like me, I'm a six-figure type person, so you're really looking for something that you can make a difference, be empowered, and get that six-figure career wherever you are on the spectrum, whether it's $300 a month extra you want to $30,000 a month. What can moms do to find out how to utilize the internet and to find out more about your internet business?
Well, the first thing you need to do is get your questions answered. So the next step would be to ask yourself, am I happy doing what I'm doing? Am I achieving the goals that I want? Am I able to spend the time with the kids that I'm looking for? And not just the time, but the quality time. Because you can have time with family, but sometimes it's time getting everything done, not living your lifestyle you're looking for, or the quality you have fun. The other piece is, there's a lot of things out there. So you have to do your due diligence. You have to find out what's available, is it a fit for you. I mean, what we like to do is interview people. I don't think what we have is for everyone, but I think everyone can do something.
Yes.
And I think that this vehicle is one of the only vehicles I know that people can work part-time to make a full-time income. I mean, we were able to replace 2 six-figure incomes still within less than 6 months. 3 months already making 6 figures. And within 1 year, I was able to keep my husband home with me, and we didn't have to have him go out for another contract. And they're so excited the band's going. You hear that?
Yeah.
People love it. Nothing like a live thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I think that's a big piece, is that do your due diligence. We've actually found there's so many different vertical markets where people are making money, and we've identified 10 of the biggest ones, so that people can actually build a business around their interests. So you might have an interest in the idea of internet services. I love website solutions. I think it's the best way to level the playing field. scale of everybody out there can have a web presence, and at that point you have no idea how big or small the company is. You know, we have fields we've worked in with cosmeceuticals and makeup. There are people who made millions of dollars. Think about these women out there, you hear these big names like Bobbi Brown and everything else, who made billions of dollars in these industries. Well, wouldn't you like to get a piece of that, maybe $1 million or two, right? I mean, environmental products, the internet services today, it's just insane. Right now, if you're not on the internet, you're kind of antiquated, because no longer is there regular mail, now no longer is there even email. People are communicating through their Facebook and their Twitters because things keep changing. And even the buying habits of everybody, can you imagine being online and getting paid to be online? Can you imagine every time you buy something that they pay you to buy? Can you imagine how many people you can help if you can just take a family and cut their expenses by giving them savings when they're shopping every day? Like if you were able to service somebody, at the same time service them, giving them what they already get every day, to find a better way to serve them, wouldn't you agree that would give you a great model?
Definitely, and how many of you moms out there love to shop? Well, why not get paid for what you love to do?
Yeah.
Or how about just maybe a percent of what's going on Facebook?
Oh my God.
A half a percent of the money that's going on with Facebook could change your life. Well, you know what? That technology, the tools, and the training is there. It's very simple, no matter what your background. If you're willing to learn how to do this, it's amazing. I know it's changed my life, and it's changed the lives of thousands. And of course, we are here in Miami, and it's one of my favorite places. We're in the DoubleTree Grand Hotel. So I just want to thank everyone for looking at this video. If you're interested, you can email us, and we will have someone get back with you. But you know what? If you always do what you've always done, you'll always be where you've always been. Thank you.